Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on Fringe Season 3 Episode 13. Unlucky for some, but hopefully not for us. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and see what the episode has to offer us. Here we go. We're in the red verse. Feels like it's been a while. I feel like she wouldn't have found comfort in that prior.
It's so good to be on.
If only you knew, Frank. If only you knew.
Could you pass me the salt, please? Sure.
Okay. Bit weird.
When I'd call from Texas, you seemed a bit distant.
Well, we were distant.
You almost didn't seem like yourself.
Funny you should say.
You know, work's just been kind of crazy.
The fact she's lying to him about this.
Just want to make sure it's not something more.
No.
Oh, great liar. They have that in common. Sarcasm, guys. Is he a shifter wanting to steal his identity? Is that what's happening? Oh no. Oh no! It's a firm no from me, guys. Very firm. Got a cracking figure.
Hey, you want to get away this weekend?
Glad that she puts her boots on before her top, though.
How about we hop on an airship and go down to Annapolis like we used to?
What is that on the bedside table?
Okay, I'm on my way.
What if he feels the distance?
Ugh, you know how I feel about bugs.
Not Charlie. Charlie loves bugs.
Poor Charlie, forever getting mocked about that.
Apparently the bugs don't live outside the body too long.
Gross.
Laid eggs under his skin.
That's comforting.
Looks like we got a live one.
I'm glad I've not eaten yet. Oh my god. I've seen a cockroach once in my life, and that is one time too many.
We should have it integrated with a machine by week's end.
Good.
That's actually not why I ask you here.
Okay.
The chemical we synthesized from the other Olivia's brain. It appears there's been a breakthrough.
Oh no.
Danny, how are you doing this?
Saxophone.
We simply need younger subjects. I think the children...
They're on it as well. But he doesn't want to do it to children. Interesting.
That is not an option. You have to try something else.
Well, this changes my view on Walternate. Not completely, obviously, but it's showing a different side to him. Our Walter didn't have issues doing that. Walternate is a firm no.
Agent Charlie Foster. Francis. I'm Foster. Mona Foster.
What is happening?
Yeah, we met before.
I treated you for your arachnid infestation.
Oh.
So, how are the spiders?
They're good. Just sometimes they just itch a little bit.
Maybe you just need someone to scratch it.
Squeeze me?
Where did you find this?
At the Empire docking station.
Kind of an unusual habitat for beetles.
They ate their way out of a person.
Interesting.
She's only talking to Charlie.
Everybody's looking for someone who's gonna like them for who they are inside, right?
Are you kidding me right now?
Answers one question, but raises a whole bunch of others.
Such as?
Such as, how is this here?
This is so... I can't stand people like this. They just pretend like there's not another person in the room.
If the enzyme is present, the indicator will turn pink.
Is it gonna go pink? No. You are not pregnant. you're going to regret that later when you've got to clean it up, you know?
Skeletal beetle. They died out with the sheep in 01.
Huh. Never heard of him. Let me look at that.
Why'd you call him?
Only imagine what it is you see in a guy like that.
Oh, he's kind of perfect, isn't he?
I am perfect, but he's a close second.
Right.
Right. I'll be in Broyle's office. I'll be in my office.
Bill Broyles' office. Very early on.
I don't know what they pay you here, but I definitely need you in my life.
We all need an Astrid in our lives.
Do you mind?
Oh, you're going to regret sitting there, my guy.
A cup of Earl Grey and a piece of
Ew.
cherry pie.
Okay.
Yorkshire tea or nothing, I'm afraid.
I'll have what he's having.
That's got to feel weird. Some big shoes to fill there, Lincoln.
Can you, keep a secret?
He's going to propose.
I have my own, like, cone of silence when it comes to secrets.
We have had 200 phone calls, mostly from nut jobs and scared
Frank's gonna
old
ask you to
ladies.
marry him.
I knew it. I knew that.
I promised I'd keep it a secret, but you know me, I can't keep a secret.
What happened to your cone of silence? Oh, she's shitting it as well.
Something up?
Oh, she's spiraling all right.
What are you gonna say? To Frank? What? I can keep a secret.
I mean, you can't. You cannot.
His name is Armand Silva. He was in virology down the hall. If he's not dead, he's definitely the guy you want to talk to. If anyone will know how those bugs have come back, it'll be him.
Or him that's brought them back. Mibbies. So fucking disgusting, I can't. I actually can't.
His last known address is outside of Boston, but nothing in the system on him since the city was ambered back in 04.
Oh, since the amber. So would he have been flagged if he was in the amber? He should have done, right? Was that a white tulip then?
I would have told you that I would sacrifice anything to save our wand. There are lines I simply cannot cross.
I think that's a good thing though, Walter. Isn't it?
Does that make me weak?
No. Makes you human.
He was here of his own choosing, as he needs to be. Underestimated his attachments over there.
And apparently we've overestimated his attachments in our world.
And you know Peter better. You get him back.
Is it because he doesn't want to get him back, he wants him to want to come back?
I don't have a single doubt in my mind you'll find an answer. You always do.
Why have we only just seen this woman? Did we know what happened between him and Elizabeth? If they spoke about that.
He'd have to clone DNA from a preserved specimen, but the real problem would be that the eggs had never hatched.
Because they only live in sheep.
Exactly. He'd have to modify them.
To maybe living humans?
Sheep and humans share 96% of the same DNA.
Wow, that percentage is freaking high.
They said the bugs they got from the first victim, they weren't mature enough to create the enzyme.
But the bugs got bigger with the second victim.
They did?
Yeah. Lincoln said that if you were here, he would kiss you.
Well, I'm glad he's not here.
And I wish I was there. Just saying.
You forgot this. I was gonna wait till this weekend. I know we have a lot to figure out.
You think that is the right time? Why then and there?
Will you marry me?
Yes.
You saying yes and you have all them secrets. You know, like being in love with somebody else. Hello?
Frank asked me and I said yes.
You happy?
Yeah, I am.
Good. Then I am too.
So what we betting on Frank finding something that she's kept of Peter's? This is going to make me jump. Hey! He's locked him in there. He's going to freeze to death. He's either being set alight on flames or he's frozen. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Is he feeding them to her? Is she going to die? I'll be so annoyed if she dies.
Where's Lincoln? There are more agents on their way here now.
I think we both know that's not true.
And then smash it. Here we go. That'll do.
This is Agent Lee. I need a tactical unit immediately on my location.
Wait, could he not call anyone in there? Was it like a dead spot?
I realized Queen can hatch her own eggs.
Has he put the queen in her?
One more human host to bring the queen beetle to term. The gestation has already begun.
Yeah, fuck.
What the hell did you give me?
We need his help. I've been infected.
What do we do?
Stop the infestation.
The thing is, why would he say? Does he want to live at this point?
Can you zoom in?
What do you see, Frank?
I see movement.
What?
He's waiting it out, isn't he? He's waiting for him to hatch. It's burning time.
Now you tell me how to save her.
She doesn't need saving. I didn't infect her.
She was sick.
Not because of me. She's not the final host.
Hold on. Hold it. Is she pregnant with Peter's baby?
The beta HCG levels in her blood. The picture on the sonogram? You're not infected.
You're pregnant? And it's not Frank's baby, is it?
Pregnant.
Did he infect himself? He infected himself. Someone please make it stop. I actually can't.
Make sure they spell my name right.
That's what you bother about. He's gonna make sure they don't.
Can I come in?
So you're this far along, and I was in Texas. Want to talk to me about that, my love? If I could please have the ring back.
How long have you been pregnant?
6 weeks.
That's all I needed to know.
Frank.
You were gonna marry me.
This is so messed up. So, Walternate, you've got a grandbaby on the way.
There's been a development. I think I might have another way to bring Peter back from the other universe.
His baby, his unborn child. Fuck. I'm not okay. So does Sam Weiss know about this? Is this why he was like, he can't be too sure that he's gonna go to the other...
Give my intrusion. Hope this isn't a bad time. I heard the news about your pregnancy.
News travels fast.
You'll have whatever resources you need. After all, you are the mother of my future grandchild.
I can't believe it. So, another episode down, and with this one, I am in shock. I think, honestly, the realization that I come to as soon as they saw movement, I just thought, this is it. She's gonna be preggo, but with Peter's baby, everything's gonna start falling apart, and it did. I feel as though Walternate's gonna have that hook on for Olivia now, because she's kind of been pushed away from everything, pushed away from our world back to her original world. So all connections and stuff are cut off from there. And Frank obviously finds out and he's not happy, so he ends it with her as well. Moves out instantly. The fact that she was going to marry Frank blows my mind. Because like he said, you were holding this secret, and if you can't even say that you don't love him, I'm going to presume that you do. And if that's the case, then why could you even marry somebody else? That's like just saying that she's settling for Frank. And it's gotta, I mean, it can't be a nice feeling what he's going through right now. I did wonder if Olivia was going to say, look, Frank, it isn't what you think. I mean, it is. But also, it's actually really complicated. So I went through another universe whilst I was there, swapped places with a person that looks exactly like me. You met her, by the way, so If you felt we were different, it wasn't actually me. And also, I may have slept with someone whilst I was over there, and I am now pregnant with his baby. Oof, what an absolute mess. These aren't going to be quick fixes. They're in deep now. And I know I mentioned it briefly in the reaction, but if Sam Weiss knew that this was the thing, that's where the fear has come from. Not that he loves for Olivia more so than our Olivia, but she's pregnant with his child. And Walternate is no doubt going to use this to say, look, Peter, this is where you belong. You have a family here. You said you loved Olivia. Well, she's now the mother of your child, and you can start this family in your rightful place, in your rightful world. Small thing. If you could just hop in this machine really quick and destroy the other world, that'd be great. I mean, it could happen now. I always like to think that there's another way, like Peter said. You've got to believe in that so that you can keep going. I guess it's going to be if the people of our world have grown a big enough connection with Peter to reassure him that there's another way and that he doesn't need to destroy one world or the other world. Because he's not going to want to kill his own baby. I mean, come on. That's insane. What I think they really need to do is convince Walternate that there is no war. Because if he convinces them there's no war, then the device won't be used, if I'm following that correctly. I'm wondering if Peter is going to sacrifice himself and say, look, I'm not going to use this machine to destroy this world. I won't do it. But if you promise me that this machine will be destroyed, I will come to your world, Walternate. I will start this family. I will do that. Just don't be destroying any worlds. Maybe that's going to be an option. Because it is the war, right? It's this, you took something from me, you started this war, and I will finish it. Walternate's point of view there, guys. Again, it's really complex at this point because of all of the crossing over. And now that she's pregnant, it's like added to that confusion. It's really weird. I don't know what's going to happen. That's my best prediction that could possibly happen. I'm not saying that I would want that though. I obviously want Peter to be happy, and I feel as though if he does go to this other world, he will be sacrificing a lot. He will be saying goodbye to the dad that he has known and grown to love. He'll be saying goodbye to his true love, Olivia, to then go to someone that he still cares about, don't get me wrong, but it's not original Olivia, and his home that he finally has after all this time of not having one. But again, his mum is in the other world as well, another added reason to head on over there. And if Peter's going to be happy over there, I would want that for him. I really would. But I don't want our world destroyed as well as, you know? The episode is insane. I mean, I am glad that we've gone back to Redverse just to see what was going on, because I do like that we get to check in with everything. But obviously the whole episode was Redverse, so I have no clue on how our world is going to react to said news, and if that news is going to travel back to Peter. Another huge moment in this though was the Exazee fam, because they've realised that if they were young, then they behave differently to the drug. And Walternate just put his foot down instantly. He said, no, we're not doing this to young people. It's not happening. So if that's the case, then I don't know how they're going to get back over to the other world, because they don't have our Olivia to do that. I mean, the monster of the week in this one did feel separate to the story. It made sense towards the end as to why they've done that, because it brings out the pregnancy thing. I don't know, you could be quite dark and pull on some parallels between the monster of the week and our worlds, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, the fact that Olivia's travelled through worlds and the baby has survived that is quite impressive. This will change Walternate's future, his future plans, I would imagine. I mean, he's already saying, like, I'll give you anything you need, it's yours. You're carrying my grandchild, so. And what I want now is to go back to our world and just see how they handle this information, and if somehow this information can get back to them. We know that shifters are still a thing. So maybe a shifter is going to go to the typewriter. That's how they'll communicate the news. And then a shifter is going to approach Peter and say, hey, Peter, just a quick one. Congratulations, you're going to be a father. And it's going to blow his mind. Because as a parent, when you discover that you're going to be a parent, that's all you think about. It like consumes you. And you know that your future is changed forever. And it's a lot to process, and you want to go through those motions. Whereas Peter is literally in a different world, so he's going to go through all of those emotions and have no connection to his child. He is going to want that connection. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. At least have the conversation, at least have the clarity with Olivia. I wonder how they're going to handle this, and I hope that they handle it well. The writers, I mean. I hope the writers handle the situation well. I mean, our Olivia is not going to handle this well at all. She's just found out that Peter still has feelings for Olivia, so it's just going to be added salt in that wound. I feel like because it's Olivia and how she can, even if she's involved with the situation, she can seem to step out of it and look from an outsider's point of view and then react. So she might end up doing that and saying, it's your baby, Peter. Like, I understand. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. I need to hit play on the next episode though, I know that much. Like, I need to know what's going on. If that information's gonna get back, or if they're gonna leave it now. Because if they leave it now, and then we don't hear anything from Redverse in months until she's showing and, you know, far along, I'm gonna struggle with that. I will. And because of the writers do love a build, don't they? They might tease us with that, because it was like the whole Peter not finding out he wasn't of this world. There's so many episodes. It could end up being the same again with this. He's not going to find out he's going to be a dad. My mind's in a mess. This show is brilliant. It is really, really good. I still highly recommend people watching it. It feels a very underrated kind of show. And this whole aspect now just complicates it so much more. So much more. And again, the second I think Olivia, our Olivia, is gonna rebuild and grow, they throw something else at us, and this is definitely something big. It's a baby. Oh, it's gonna be so weird. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I can't wait to see how they handle this and where they choose to take it. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, give it a like, because it lets me know. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. Massive shout out to all my members, and a special one to my sponsors in the Mark of Jane tier, keeping the content alive. Thank you so much for all that you do. If you would like to join the DAC pack, head on over to Patreon. You get all of these in their extended form and early access over there as well. So if it interests you, click on my links down in the description and come and join us. Just make sure you're checking out the right tier. For Fringe, you will be looking for the bunker tier. Yeah, I will leave it there for now, and I hope to see you again soon for another video. Thanks so much. Bye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the DAC pack. And today I've chosen Raquel. Raquel says, honestly, I watched this episode for the first time maybe a month or two ago, and what I remember from it is basically disappointment, because Peter is a little out of character in my opinion. I understand they wanted to show how the machine could possibly affect him, and how he can reach the limit and want to discover the truth after everything that happened, and if his destiny is supposedly related to the machine. But it seems like a weird episode to me. Same. I'm right there with you. In my opinion, it's a bit of a filler. There are some useful things to advance the plot, but I think that maybe they used it more as an excuse so that with Peter's behaviour, we would see an approach with Olivia and her apology. I love your reactions to Dakara and how you care. Thank you so much. I do care. Sometimes a little too much, it would appear. But thank you, Raquel. So, like yourself, I definitely struggled with 311. And I've read other opinions on it as well. For me, it wasn't the fact that Peter did what he did either. for me, it was the flow of the episode. It was out of pocket. It didn't flow well at all, in my opinion. So I feel if the writers would have introduced it a little slower and it being a bit more thought out and less rushed, I'd have probably been okay. I understand it. Because put it this way, I know that Peter has been through a lot. I know that his past has been difficult. And I know that he's capable of the things that he did in 311. I know that he's capable of it. But to go from 310 to 311 felt like a big jump to me. Also, I feel as though because of that, it made me trust him a little less as well. I don't like that feeling when it comes to Peter, because Peter's always been someone that I appreciated, adored. I think he's a respectable person. So from 311, to me, like Raquel, it did feel out of character, not because of the actions that he was doing, but the way in which he was doing them. Even like the look in his eye, everything felt very different to me. And I think, again, that's down to the writers and how they sort of rushed this episode. He's lied to Olivia. He tried to lie to Walter, but Walter found him. And then Walter ended up lying for him as well, or at least keeping tight-lipped about everything. We know that in the past, when Peter's struggled with something, he's disappeared to deal with it. And that felt fine to me. It felt understandable. It felt, yeah, just normal in Peter's character to do that. Whereas this, where he kills a bunch of people, hides the fact that he's doing it, then steals data as well. Obviously he didn't find anything, but he was still doing the action to steal the data. And then, you know, just waltz back at home and say, oh, I wasn't the door. I didn't hear anything. Walter, go back to bed, you silly bean. I just didn't like it. I really didn't like it. So it was the small moments, again, the look in his eye and whatnot, that it just didn't seem like him. But then going into 312, it was as if nothing ever happened and we just got our Peter back. So yeah, that's what I struggled with. And I think I do hold my hands up where I say I overthought it all, because I did. Especially now. I mean, I'm on 313 and they haven't mentioned anything to do with Peter's decisions since then. And a few people in my comments have said, you know, it didn't have a big impact on the show. So I have probably overthought it all, and I'll hold my hands up to that. But on first viewing, definitely caught me off guard. Like, it just, yeah, it seemed like an odd episode. To me, it felt like they had new writers introduced. They did their thing and then instantly went back to the original in 312. It was just, yeah, it was odd. It was an odd one to me. Strange placement. So if 312, they spoke about that and even just touched on it slightly, I would have felt better about it. But again, it just feels like a weird placement within the season. Just my opinion, and thank you, Raquel, for sharing yours as well. Don't forget, guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, and don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.